Tall Man Clan. Welcome to the show. I am Robert, aka the Tall Man, and this is Lisa, my lovely wife, who I want to welcome back. If you've been following us on our nightly streams, I've been without her a couple of days, and we have missed her very much. And so we are happy to have her back with us on the Celebrity Ascent.
I'm happy to be back.
Right? And not only did Lisa, or has Lisa returned, it's also the return of Balcony Cam.
Yay!
Again, for those of you who follow the channel, y'all understand the whole Balcony Cam thing. For those who are new, it's just a thing. Okay? So, yeah, we are coming to you live right now from the Celebrity Ascent, world's brand new ship. All right, the world's newest ship, I should say. I have spent the last couple days here on board with industry executives and some celebrities and a lot of industry people. It was a 2-day event, and we pulled out of the port around 9 o'clock 2 nights ago, went out to the Bahamas, like rowboat slow. I mean, we were barely moving for 2 days. And I had been invited on board. A good friend of mine, his name's Chris. If you again watch the stream, you see that. Chris, thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris.
Cruiser Travels. Go check it out. If you're looking to book a cruise, cruisertravels.com. Anyway, thank you, Chris. And so the highlights was from those first couple of days. All right. So, but what is coming up? We are going to talk tonight about the spa and the kids area. I was able to get those during the last couple days because it wasn't a real cruise. So we were invited in. It's hard to see spa and kids areas because once there's people using them, then you can't go in with a camera. It's an invasion of privacy and stuff, and we're not about that. So we're going to show you the spa and the kids area in just a minute. So stay tuned to that. But there's a few other things that I want to let you know right up here up front. We are going to be coming to you live every single night. Now, this is the inaugural cruise. It's the first time. There's a lot of new things on the ship. Now, I know there was a couple little short things going on before this, but this is the official inaugural. First 7-day cruise listed as the inaugural. There's a bunch of brand new shows on this ship. And if you were watching last night, I brought you one of them. It was good. It was good. Wasn't great. It was good. If you're watching our stream and you saw last night's stream, leave a comment what you thought. I know we're the mercy of the Wi-Fi or the internet here.
Yeah. And
so I know it was a bit grainy. I can't help that. In fact, we could be grainy right now. I just can't help that. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is there's a lot of content in there that is copyright. It's music, right? And so I can broadcast it live with actually the permission of Celebrity. In fact, they put, hey, record it, put it on all your social media. Well, yep, YouTube is social media. However, they don't like it. So we are going to stream sometimes twice a day. Once during our normal stream here at 8 o'clock. There are some shows that we're going to be seeing around 10:30, something like that. I forget what it is, but you'll obviously see the notifications come up. So make sure, check that if you are subscribed, right, check to make sure you're still subscribed and make sure your notification bell is. Because I'm going to stream them live, but then within a couple hours, I have to delete it. Okay, so that I don't get in trouble with YouTube. It's okay live, but it can't stay up there. So we'll have to delete that. So because this is an inaugural, brand new shows, brand new theaters, everything's different. You definitely are going to want to see these things. So we want to bring them to you. So just remember, if you see that notification, you have a very limited window to watch it because I'm going to have to delete it. Okay? So there's enough of that. We'll get to a couple other fun things that happened today during our sort of embarkation. But first, let's talk about the spa and the kids area. Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate that. All right. The spa and the kids area. So here we are. The spa is up, it was 14 or 15. I'm a little loopy. I really haven't slept much in 2 days. And so the spa is absolutely beautiful. As you see, as we're walking through here, you have a nice entryway, sort of greeting area. And then off to the right is a barber. If for you guys that need to get styled up a little bit, there's a place for that. There's also a place for the ladies. As you can see, the at Hair Institute. Okay. These are some of the treatment rooms. We have some video just of the specific rooms here in just a minute. Okay. I had to take this over a couple days' time. Over here to the left, this is a relaxation lounge. It's just an open area. They've got some really soothing music going on, which, by the way, the music is sort of soothing throughout this entire spa, which is really spacious. It's huge.
It is.
Which you'll see as we keep on going. Okay. So as we now get back here, you start into some of the fun stuff. As we're approaching this area here, these are the thermal chairs. They're behind these little white, little skinny walls. You'll see there. There you go. I think that's what they're called. The thermal chairs. They're hot. They're sort of heated. You can lay there and look out over the front of the ship. There's a ton of them. The whole front is wrapped with these chairs. And all behind here are different rooms and different therapies, if you will, from crystal to water to inhale. This is salt therapy, an inhale room. There's an infrared sauna. Again, you're about to see all these. I'm just trying to pull it up from my memory. This is a rainfall aroma therapy. You go in there and there's a little button that you push over there on the left, and it comes down, and there's a couple different types of waterfalls.
Yeah, and it smells so good in there. They've got all the diffusers going, and it just aromatherapy is amazing.
Oh,
it smells so good.
It was great.
Yeah.
I did get that water running. You'll see it in a little clip coming up in a second. And I did it without getting wet. Here's a crystallarium. Yep, so it's all crystals in there.
And that rain shower smells wonderful, too.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yes,
Here's your infrared sauna, right? The desert. We also managed to get up into the retreat, which is a very restricted area for those who are in suites. But we'll bring that to you. I already have the video. We'll bring it to you on one of the next days. Come around the corner. I'm going into the locker rooms. This was at night. There was nobody there except for the people cleaning. As you can see, it was late at night. So I'm not going to be invading anybody's privacy. There's literally no one there but me and the cleaning crew. There's a little toilet. You want to see what a toilet looks like in a spa? There it is. But you got a little locker room and stuff there, which is nice. Put your personal stuff in. Okay. And we get out into the back to the main area here. It's a bit of a maze. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a lot of treatment rooms in spaces back in this area, and I think I actually got lost for a little bit while I was back in here.
It's amazing how long those corridors are.
Yep, that's what one of the rain system looks like. The camera is hard to pick it up. Here's one of the therapy rooms. Yep, and then we've got one of the massage rooms. And of course, like any other spa at sea, they have all the offerings. It's all beautifully laid out in there, of course.
Yeah, it really is. The whole ship is just beautiful.
Yep. Sorry, I'm just kind of coming back for a second pass. All right, now up the stairs, which of course is the next deck, is your fitness area. And so you can get there from outside the spa, just take the elevator up to the next level, or you can get there, obviously, as you see, from inside the spa. Now, as you come in, you'd come in through the right there, but as you come in here, these are a couple of, as you see, private consultation rooms. So if you want to meet with a fitness wellness personnel on board, they can sit down with you and create a workout regimen while you're here on the ship. And, of course, they have everything you could possibly imagine.
Yeah, they do.
And a lot of it. Whether it's equipment, whether it's classes, it's a lot. They do have a bunch of free weights here as well. I think there was somebody using them, so I don't think I concentrate on them a lot. Again, we try to do these areas when there aren't people around, but there was a couple people in the middle of the night in there, so. But yeah, this little area right here talks about the classes and different things. There's a couple of separate rooms that we're about to go into. As you see, Motion Studio B. This converts into be all kinds of different things from Pilates and yoga, stretching. Just they use this room for a variety of different things, as you can see from all the offerings on the shelf there. Got these cool little hooks up there on the ceiling for hanging stuff. And then the next classroom, I think, is Motion Studio A.
Yep.
Yeah, Motion Studio A. And this is where all the cycles are. So you can do your spin classes. It's all set up for that. All right. So, yeah, they have everything that you need. So if you're already into fitness, and they have everything you need to keep your regimen going.
Absolutely.
If you felt you've just bellied up to the buffet one too many times. And anyway, we go there. This is the kids area. So this is the 3 to 5 area over here on the left. Crap, my notes are on the phone. Phone's balcony cam.
Thank you.
So it's the 3 to 5 area. And as you can see, there's lots of stuff for the kids. Now, look, this is not Carnival or Royal Caribbean or NCL. The ship doesn't 100% cater to kids, but there is areas for them, and they're here for them. This is 6 to 9 area. I love this little board. They got colored pegs, and it's like a light board. You can make whatever design you want.
It.
Isn't that neat?
Mm-hmm.
And all the color pegs are down there on the bottom.
I love it.
On the other side of the wall is the 10 to 12 area. And, of course, they have a whole different set of things in here for them to play with. It's more engaging for their age group, whether it's the ping pong table or foosball. There's games and different things for their age bracket. There is an area for the older kids. It is not in this area. It is at the front of the ship down on deck 2. It's called the basement. There's Chris. I was putting him on the spot. So there's the basement. Unfortunately, it was locked. I could not get in there. But again, this is down forward in the ship, sort of underneath the stage, if you will, really, underneath the front theater. And this is the area for the 13s to 17s, I think it is, the basement. And so, of course, everything they would have in there would be specific to their age groups. And again, I got in there, I just didn't have my camera. This was over the past couple days.
Right.
As you go just past this, as you see, this is called the Destination Gateway. When we're at a port, this is where you come and go from. Look at this neat area. I've never seen a ship where the area to leave the ship when you're at a port is like designed.
It looks like an airport terminal, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
It's not just like in the bowels of the ship. You know, it's an area, right? And so there you have it. So there's the kids area as well as the spa area. And we were able to get that to you today because I was able to get it filmed mostly over the past 2 days when there were some kids on board with the industry thing that was going on. But we still had full access to those areas. Speaking of which, I got some video of the naming of the ship and the christening of the ship. If you all want to see that, leave a comment below. We'll put the clips into one of the streams. I'm going to tell you though, we all had specific areas that we had to go to or assigned to go to watch the ceremony. The ceremony happened up on the upper deck. If you were watching the highlights, you saw the big jumbotron and some seats and tables and stuff. That's where all the dignitaries and just all the higher muckety-mucks, if you will, right? And I mean that in the nicest of way, not in a rude way. But, we had the CEO of Royal Caribbean Group was on board and his entire leadership team and just, all the higher-ups to include the CEO of Celebrity, of course. Anyway, we weren't on the upper deck. We were down in a club called The Club on the deck 4 part of the club, specifically the deck 4 part of the club. We tried to go up to the deck 5, but they wouldn't let us go up to the deck 5. They told us you have to stay down on deck 4, which means our view of the ceremony was from a TV. And it was a lot of people in there, so I have it. If you want to see it, let me know. but it's not going to be me up on the top deck watching. You're going to see clips from the TV. Okay, but we do have that. So other than that, let's talk a little bit about an embarkation. We usually do that on day one. What was it like to get to the port, to get on the ship, and that whole process? This ship sails out of Fort Lauderdale.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike Port Canaveral, which the last few ships that we've been on has been Port Canaveral. Port Canaveral is one of the easiest ports in the world to get in and out of. We love it. It's also why I think it's been rated number one for years, or the last couple of years. So Fort Lauderdale, a little bit more congested, a little bit, wasn't horrible. Traffic's not horrible. It just takes a little bit longer because the port is so big. Okay, but once you get to the terminal, drop your bags off, park your vehicles. All that is good parking. It's all relatively there. And to be honest, it was a very smooth process.
It really was.
Right in the terminal, right up through security. Here, you don't necessarily have to. Did you have to go to the desk? You didn't have to go to the desk, did you?
No.
Yeah. So right after security, there's another staff that scans your boarding pass, which, of course, if you've done everything that you're supposed to do before you get here, meaning put in your passport information and all the stuff it asks for, as soon as they confirm that on your passport, you're done. You just go sit.
Yeah.
And
the lady,
wait.
She just had a tablet and said, I'm going to take your picture again. Took my picture and said, okay, your key will be up in your room.
Go sit here.
Go sit down. They'll call you when it's time to go on the ship.
And then within a couple of minutes of that, Lisa was called to come on board. Now, mind you, I was already on board. So I'm sort of on a back-to-back. That's how they look at it, even though it's not really. But so I was already on board. In fact, I was up on the top deck. Well, we have some video we'll share with you tomorrow. But yeah, it was very smooth, not for just my thing, but for Lisa's thing.
Yeah.
From the time she got here, for the time she was on the ship, it was just a few minutes.
It really was very fast.
Very fast. So you come on the ship on deck 5. Celebrity's safety drill. We always talk about this. Is just like Royal's safety drill. So it's all on the app. So you watch a video about how to put on your life vest. You watch a video about what the emergency sounds like. 7 short and the 1 long. And then you have to go find your muster station and check in. Mm-hmm. And they just scan either your ID or your boarding pass. Not your ID, but your room key. Or your boarding pass. Mm-hmm. And that's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Today, there were 16 people that decided not to. It actually held us up.
Yeah, they did.
Departing, because we can't leave unless it's 100%. It's a law. And so, please, folks, when you get on the ship, make sure it's on your app. It doesn't have to be inconvenienced. Okay. Plus, everybody usually walks around the ship to check it out on first day anyway.
Exactly. So you walk by there, just show them your card, get your little scan in there. Okay, I know where my muster station is. You're done.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. It's very, very easy.
Absolutely. Right. Mm-hmm. So, dinner. So we are in a concierge balcony. It's called an infinity or an infinite balcony.
Which this balcony is amazing, you guys.
Believe it or not, we have, I shot like 13 or 14 cabins. We will bring them. I think we're going to do cabins tomorrow. If tomorrow's the day at sea, which I believe it is, we'll bring you cabins tomorrow. Okay. From the iconic suite all the way down to inside cabins. But what an infinite balcony is just on the other side of where we're sitting. You can see balcony cam now. Is glass. It's a window, or I guess a window. It's on a retract here. You're going to see more of an interesting look now because you're going to see the reflection. I'm actually putting the window up now. You start to see it. The camera picking it up.
There it is.
So we're actually our chairs that we're sitting on in front of the computer here.
We are actually on the balcony.
But the balcony is sort of part of the room.
It is.
There you go.
It is the coolest thing ever.
See Lisa over there in the reflection. There you go. All right, so that's hi. The camera's facing outside. That is just a reflection in the glass. You can kind of see the water wishing by just a little bit. Okay, but this is the balcony, so it's really an extension of the room.
Of the living area.
There are doors. I don't think you're going to be able to see. So if you want to keep this, actually, you can see the door there. Pull it. It's on a magnet. The other side. Yeah. See, there you go. There's 2 doors like
Oh
that.
yeah, you
So
can
if you
see in balcony cam.
yeah, you can see a balcony cam. So if you want to keep this area closed off, you can. And the reason why I say that is this area is not air conditioned, and so it's kind of warm out here. It's air conditioned back there. It's very comfortable back there. It's very warm here, especially once you open this window, which I'm going to do again because we need that breeze, what little breeze there is.
Yes, and we want you to be able to see the waves
Yeah,
as well.
that's the benefit of
That's
balcony
the whole
cam.
purpose of balcony cam.
I know you can't see it, but there's a ship right next to us. They're out a little ways. I don't know what ship that is. There was like 5 or 6 ships in port today. There you go. Awesome.
Actually, I think you can see the light right up there.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you.
Good evening, Desiree. How you doing? You cruise yearly, and I love it. Yes.
Very nice.
That's our goal and dream. We just want to cruise full time.
Absolutely.
You know? Maybe sometime we'll see if we ever get there. You know. But yeah. So infinite balconies. I think in some of my videos I call them infinity balconies. I'll apologize again throughout. It's the mad cow. Just forget it. But the infinite balcony, and that's what we're in. And so also the difference between our cabin and the regular ones, you see there's a sofa here. Almost every other cabin, balcony or not, that I saw had a chaise lounge.
Ooh.
This has an actual sofa.
Yes.
Which I prefer. It's much bigger. The chaise lounge is a little bit smaller. So, but there was something where I was going and I got sidetracked. I really did, and I apologize. I just saw a squirrel. Oh, thank you. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
You get the foghorn.
Yes.
Yep. Where are you guys sailing to, and for how long? So, Desiree, I'm not sure if you've been following us, or if you're new to the Tall Man Clan. We started off a few weeks ago on. Did we start off on?
The Mariner.
No,
No,
the MSC.
The MSC. Yes, MSC.
Caribbean 7-day. We did Cozumel and Costa Maya, and then right after that we had a 5-day family Christmas sort of vacation that I had booked for my family. They didn't know it, though they did know it. They guessed it. Anyway, it was supposed to be a surprise.
They didn't know, but they did.
Yeah. That also went to Cozumel and Costa Maya. And that was on the Mariner. And then I been on here for 2 days as part of the industry event, covering some of that. We did broadcast some of it here through the channel. And now Lisa's joined me. And so we are doing Eastern. This trip is in Eastern. So we're doing St. Thomas, St. Martin, and...
the Bahamas, right?
No, Dominican Republic.
Oh, okay.
And then after this, we get on the Symphony of the Seas. And after the Symphony of the Seas, we're going to also do the inaugural of the Jubilee. So we are just, in the middle of this nice little run we're doing.
Yes.
But we're not here to talk about the others. We're here to talk about the Celebrity Ascent.
Yes.
And it is beautiful. So dinner. So we finished embarkation. We got on board, dropped our bags in the cabin, and went exploring, looking around. Obviously, I've already done this, so I was more of a guide for Lisa and walking around and showing you all the interesting areas of the ship. And there's a ton of interesting areas in this ship.
Yes.
We've never been on an Edge class ship before, but I've been told there's some different things about this particular one than the others. I couldn't compare them for you. However, we did have spend a couple of moments with some friends of friends of ours who are on board with us, and he is a long-time celebrity cruiser. I mean, this guy... He just rattled off the ships that he's done in the past, 3 months, and I lost track. Okay. And there's been a recent change, and I don't know if it's just started with this ship or when it happened, but there's 2 things that he had to gripe about, and he wanted to make sure that I let you all know. Okay. If you have the drinks package, just the classic drink package, not the more expensive one, but the classic drink package, it only includes drinks that are up to $10. Well, the problem is a lot of the drinks that you want to have are now more than $10. Mm-hmm. Now, in this case, with this gentleman, His drink of choice is a mudslide, which isn't a high end drink. It has a couple liquors in it, but it's now $11. So every time he wants one, he's got to pay a $1 upcharge to get this drink. He was a little miffed, but I don't know. Would you be miffed? Right? You've been doing this for years, sailing. I don't know. Anyway, so that $10 drink package may not actually cover what you want. So just beware of that. One of the other things that actually irked him was they don't do it all the time because they do cruise a lot, but he says about one every 4 or 5 cruises, they'll do go to the specialty steak restaurant here, which is called Fine Cuts, which we actually looked at today. Again, for those who are following us, when we go on the new ships, we try to do these for you so that you can see them and get the experiences from us. Okay? However, I can tell you, we are probably not going to do any of them. They are god-awful expensive. and this was his complaint. The steakhouse charge is $65. Okay?
Per person.
Per person, which I would cry, but I would suck it up and go do it. However, that gets you just sort of the some of the basics, right? The example I want to give you is the tomahawk steak, which is a 32-ounce bone-in ribeye kind of thing, which is a big thing. It's a popular thing, right? And so it's an additional $95 to have that tomahawk. So you paid $65 plus another $160 for that one person to have a steak that couldn't even be cooked over a flame. So, I mean, we're on a ship that don't cook over flame here. It is what it is. So it never used to be that. All those steaks were included within that $65 package. So if you want, what is going on? Oh, my computer's doing things while we're streaming. I don't know what it's doing. If you're looking to go to Fine Cuts and wanting that tomahawk steak, no, it's going to cost you $160. Okay, so there's not all good. There's always, some twists. What is good? We go up to the buffet. This has been, the buffet on this ship is unlike any that we've experienced in recent history. I mean, we were showing you some of what here's a little, this is from the buffet. This is just a little Greek salad Lisa put together. They have a little Greek salad area, right? So, I mean, call them on olives and stuff. I mean, during the day for lunch on the buffet, a couple different carvings, and we'll show you in detail through video and later streams. But they got New York strips, they got ribeyes. There's one day where they do a full out seafood thing, which will blow your mind. If it's the same that it was over the past couple days, there were shrimps and mud bugs and lobster tails. I mean, again, on the buffet. I'm talking about dinner. The lunch buffet. Yeah. Crazy.
Now, the steaks are thin, but still, we've never seen ribeyes or New York strips on a lunch buffet, ever.
No. So, and the spaces are beautiful. And so we will bring you every day around 8 p.m. We're going to stream, and we will cover one part of the deck. Again, if you've never seen us do this before, please, it'll help. Go back to our channel, pick any of the videos in the ships, and you can see the streams. We start off the episode, and whatever content that we presented that we're going to show you, we start our stream off with that. And so normally we'll cover 1 or 2 decks at a time, and we will bring that to you. And we literally walk the entire deck. There's no highlight of it. You're going to get the full Monty, okay? So that you don't miss anything. And this is the one thing that I don't like about highlight type videos is that you don't really get a sense of the space. We literally walk the entire decks, okay? And so we'll do that over the next 7 days. One more reminder, if people are jumping through the videos, there are some shows that are brand new on this ship. We have been invited, and they give us permission to video and post the shows. The problem is it has copywritten music in it. So I'm going to stream them live, which I'm okay doing. But after that, I have to delete it, or YouTube gets very mad because of the copywritten music. Even though Celebrity gave us permission, the people who own the music did not. Live and replay is different, right? There's different laws governing it for whatever reason. Anyway, so please pay attention. If you have, go back. You have the notification bell done. Pick that'll let you know when we're going to stream. We stream the decks and activities of the day around 8, typically every night, 8 p.m. Eastern. These shows are going to be 9 to 10:30-ish time frame, so they'll be a little bit late, and I can only keep them up for a few hours. So the people on the East Coast, I apologize. It's going to be a late stream, but I can also tell you I've seen a couple of these shows already. It absolutely is worth staying up to get a glimpse of what they've done here. It's impressive. Desiree, let's see. You love the buffet. Great food, great fun. Yum, yum. Yeah, the buffet's amazing. Yeah. You're a vegetarian. They have here
a lot of options.
An amazing amount of options, really, for all different dietary types, right? Whether you're a pescatarian, vegetarian, a libertarian, or or whatever. There's a bar for you here. Not just drinking, but food. It's really well laid out.
It is.
So it's just an expansive space, and you'll see. We'll cover the public spaces. We'll get to video when we're in ports. It's too busy during sea days, and there's too many people, and you can't really see. And we always do our best to try to keep as many people from being in the videos as possible. Keeps Lisa from having to constantly stop and say, "Hey, you're in a video, okay? You're in a video, okay?" Even though they've had to sign a waiver. If you don't know this, your cruise documents, it says on there that you're going to be on video. But we try our best. So we try to do most of our videos when people are off the ship or in the middle of the night when they're sleeping. Okay. So, but we'll bring you all the decks of this ship in their entirety, front to back, top to bottom, as we go through the cruise. Once this cruise is over, we will eventually be publishing the passenger deck videos. If you haven't seen any of those of us that we've done that, again, you can go back to the channel. We literally walk the entire deck where the passenger cabins are, pointing out where the numbers are, right, where you're located in relation to the elevator banks. Because, the little maps that you look at, they're nice, but the reality is it may be way further than you think, or it may be noisy and you can't hear it.
Or there may be a ramp or a step or things that you just can't tell by looking at the map.
Yep.
So we like to point those things out.
So last but not least, and we're going to call it a show, if you have something you want to know, this is very simple. This is what we're here for.
Yes.
Really. We're here for you. I mean, we're here for us, but we're here for you. So if you're live watching us now and you have a question about this ship, put it in the chat. If you're watching the replay, leave it in the comments. We look at and answer every single comment. If there's something that you want to know specific about this ship, we're here. We have all these people at our disposal to help answer them for you.
Yes.
We will bring it to you normally in the next stream. Sometimes some of the things y'all ask are hard to get, and it may take a couple of times, but we will get it for you. There's only been one thing we've never been able to get for one of the questions, and somebody was wanting to see the ship's coin.
For the Venezia.
For the Carnival Venezia. It's gone.
Yeah.
Nobody knows where it is.
Not even the crew.
I mean, the officers. They've all been looking for it. Nobody can find it. Normally, it's somewhere around the ship, and the officers know. Anyway, couldn't find it. But other than that, we've been able to answer every question everybody else has asked. Yeah. So if you want to know something, if you're thinking about booking the ship, but it's got to have this. If you want to make sure that this is on the ship, leave a question below in the comments or in the chat when we're doing our lives, and we will gladly find them for you.
Absolutely.
Okay. So on that note, Desiree, thank you so much, really, from the bottom of my heart for the super chat and all that stuff. And the buffet. And keep on joining us because we've got a lot of fun stuff coming. We really. And we're in our cabin. Sometimes if we can find a quiet place, quieter place on the ship, we will do that. If you want to see a really nice background, we just got off the Mariner of the Sea, and we were on deck 6 overlooking the promenade, and they had their Christmas tree set up. Wow.
Beautiful backdrop, for sure.
Stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Love the deck-by-deck walkthroughs.
Oh, yay.
Can get a better idea of cabin locations in relation to crew doors and others. Yeah, absolutely. And we call those all out. Thank you, Kelly. We appreciate that, really.
Thank you.
We'll put that, see, there it is. Kelly, love the deck walkthroughs. Yep, and that's true. You know, the only cruise line that does their deck plans funny is Virgin. And that is when I sort of had the idea of doing that. Virgin doesn't put the numbers anywhere. It's just a block. So you literally have no idea. I'm like, that's crazy. At least everybody else's deck plans, there's the thing on the ship, and they're tiny, but they're on there. But you just, like you said, where are crew areas, where are crew doors? Is there an engine behind that door that's noisy? And when we're walking them, we can hear all that stuff, and we will point it out. A lot of times there are ramps and bumps and humps and stuff, and we point that all out.
That's awesome.
So, again, thank you. And so we enjoy doing that. I have started... What's up, tall man? Hey, how you doing, Controversial Cruising? We're doing great, man. We're a little warm here because we're on our infinite balcony with the window open. That's balcony cam. It's hard to see because the waves are there. Hang on. Let's see here.
Let's lean that balcony cam over a little bit.
We're sort of here. We're sort of tucked. We're in a corner, and we're tucked behind this big steel thing, right? And so we're not going horribly fast.
No.
So there's not a lot of waves, but there's a little bit of white water right there.
Just a little bit.
So yeah, unlike a couple of our last broadcasts, this isn't a recording of balcony cam. I have a clamp that I have found a way that I can clamp and put the camera outside, but I'd rather not do that because the camera's my phone. And, let's say, some strange rogue wave or breeze comes up, the camera's gone. Thus my phone is gone. And I don't think there's anything. Yeah, it's a quick bounce and off gone into the water. So, yeah. I can't find anything to clip it on in here. So if I showed you, I've got the stand with another. Anyway, we got this all thing.
A stand and a tripod, and then finally the phone.
Larry. In fact, I got to do this for Larry. Larry, you'd be proud of me. Look at this thing. That's balcony cam. It's on a stand, and then. Sorry, guys. And then another tripod. And then my phone on top of it. You want to look? We're not afraid of showing you behind the scenes. Okay, we're just two normal people like y'all.
And we're pretty good at rigging things.
Yeah, that's balcony cam. Not all highfalutin, just a phone plugged into the computer on a stand on another stand, sticking out the window.
We've been known to stack footrests, one on top of the other.
Yeah, Larry, I know that. Anytime if you're not reading the chat, guys, anytime the infinite window opens, the AC does go off. Because, again, it's just going to suck it out anyway. But it does stay cool back there. If I walk back there right now, it is noticeably cooler back there than it is right here. And again, obviously, because we're sitting right here at the window, and it is very, very humid. Of course, I got my jeans on, and I'm wearing the polo and wearing the hat, tall man clan. Anyway. So yes, we put it up, but then you'd see the reflection of us, and I don't think you came here to see us. You came here to see the ocean and the ship. So we're just the two crazy people that bring it to you.
Pretty much.
Well, that's Rube Goldberg stuff. Yeah, right. Well, you, unlike anyone else, know how I think and operate, Larry, and that's typically not something I would do. I'm going to go get the right thing, but no, we're in the middle of an ocean on a ship, and there's only so many things that I have at my disposal, and so
many things that fit in the suitcase.
Yeah. So anyway. All right, guys, look, it's been a pleasure hanging out with you tonight. We would sit around, by the way. We will sit here and talk with you all night long if that's what you guys desire. That's why we have the chat, which is also why we love doing the live streams. Yeah. We love to have the interaction with you guys. Very few people do live streams from the ships. Now, there's a lot of reasons for that. One of it is the internet. Even though this has Starlink, it can be intermittent.
There's still some buffering.
There can be some buffering. And this again is Celebrity, Royal, right? However, the Carnival, we had no problems with their Wi-Fi. They're also Starlink, so I don't know why there's some differences. Anyway, the point being is from ship to ship to ship to ship, there are some differences in the speeds. The other thing is, outside of your cabin, it is really, truly difficult. Two things. One, to find a public space that is quiet enough, and two, that has Wi-Fi speeds that are good enough, right? So
lighting.
Like on the ship, there's this area up at the top. I forget what it's called. I will get you the name, but it's be perfect. Great setting at night, but it's all blue. I look like I was like from the Blue Man Group. I'm like, that's really where I wanted to do it because it's got plant settings and stuff. It's not Eden because it's a club, but it's like the I can't remember the name yet, but it's up on deck 1415. We want to broadcast it, but it's all blue. So you want to go see the Blue Man Group or watch my stream? Same thing. I'd have to mime the whole show.
Yeah,
the
maybe.
Blue Man Group. You have to do more talking. Anyway, so yeah, okay, so not a lot more questions tonight, but the point being is we're here for you guys. Just keep on chatting with us through the chat, and we'll stick around. But for tonight, it's being the first night, we're going to call it quits. We're going to get some relaxation in tonight because tomorrow's a big day, and we will see you tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So until then, y'all, be safe.